Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus, and I believe this is November 6th, early in the morning, about 3 o'clock. I couldn't wait. I just had to turn the telly back on and see who's being projected as the winner of the presidential 2024 campaign. And ladies and gentlemen, it appears to me that hate and evil wins. At least it has been the projected winner as of this time on January 6th. I am amazed. It reminds me of January 6th when I was watching television and I saw a bunch of people in America who hated America based upon the way that they acted, attacked the Capitol. And I saw all of the rules and regulations for the people in power be avoided during their time. A young man who instigated this whole thing, who violated rules, who was supposed to be prosecuted for that, thrown out of office, disgraced. But this same man was not thrown out of office. He was not disgraced. In fact, every effort that could be made to protect this gentleman was taken. The Supreme Court was already stacked. You had lawyers in places that were stacked. And right before our faces, ladies and gentlemen, we saw the Supreme Court being stacked. We saw that. We saw the nation being violated by allowing this crook who said, I hate America and I hate American people, allowed this crook to even run for office. How can you run for office promising to be a cancer to a nation? And that nation says, this is what we want. We want this cancer. Now, what did this cancer offer? This cancer offered hatred between white people and black people. This cancer promised white people that if they give him the money, that he would make this nation great. He would make sure that all the black people on here that does not humble themselves and thank God Almighty that white people are gods, that they would be taken out, they would be brutalized even more than before. And the nation accepted it. It appears, I don't know for sure, but the things that we were taught about fairness, about justice, about compassion, about empathy, about love, about joy and happiness, all of that stuff meant nothing in America. They talked it, but they couldn't walk it. That attitude that was instigated back years ago, black and whites at odds with one another. One, you know the story, I don't have to repeat it. And today, it appears at this moment in time that evil, and it has to be evil, because it does no good for people of color, and hatred, in that white people would rather destroy this nation, bring other nations in to help destroy this nation, rather than see them out of the position of being God. Isn't that something? I'll be honest and tell you the truth. On the one hand, you feel sad for the people who marched. You feel sad for the people who were beat down. You feel sad for the people who were murdered for freedom's sake, only to have it slapped in our face by the same people who took away freedom times before. Who would have ever thunk that America, calling itself a God-fearing nation, America calling itself the wisest nation, that America, because of its so-called military might, was ready to conquer the world? Well, we must not be shocked, ladies and gentlemen. This is not Donald Trump. This is evil. Everything Donald Trump talked about was evil. And the people, if he has won, says, give it to us. Some of the last things that he was saying, what I'm going to do to, and he devilized, if that's the word. He made every person of color, anybody that wasn't white, came across that border was a devil. It was a crook. He was a thief. It was a murderer. It was exactly what he is, what he represents. That's what Donald Trump represents. Thievery, murder, hate, racism, bigotry. This is what he represents. And America chose it. It appears, I don't know for sure, that America has chosen that. The idea of having peace and prosperity and freedom and joy and happiness and everybody living their dreams and suffering for nothing that needs their wants and their desires met. Everybody got a career that they've chosen that gives them their greatest joy. And each of these careers are interconnected so that food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation, infrastructure, and all of the other things that are made by the hands of man are available to every individual on earth, that they might live as though they're in heaven. America rejected that message. The world has rejected that message, and now America has rejected that message. So let us see, having rejected that message and chosen evil and hatred to rule America, let us enjoy it. Let us enjoy it. It'll take care of itself. I want to thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope, really I hope, that even though the Democrats don't offer half the good things that the powers of life have offered to us, it does a heck of a lot better for the masses than this evil and hate. But with this evil and hate, maybe we can straighten up. Maybe we will straighten up. We know one thing, we definitely need to.